The national media is once again disrespecting this Chiefs team, and this time it's ESPN. And I'm going to show you guys a stat in this video that's either going to make your blood boil or just downright confuse you, because the Chiefs are a home favorite in this AFC championship game, and ESPN's so-called experts are picking against this team. You guys are listening to the KC Sports Report. My name is Michael Darcy. Hit that like button on this video and subscribe to this channel for more daily Chiefs coverage. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this graphic from ESPN showing that the matchup predictor is giving the Buffalo Bills a 54.6% chance of beating this Chiefs team on the road in Arrowhead Stadium. ESPN gives the Chiefs a 45.4% chance of beating the Bills. Again, this is all according to ESPN's analytics. So while this isn't ESPN's so-called experts, picking against this Chiefs team, the numbers lead them to believe that the Buffalo Bills are going to upset the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs don't deal with numbers. They don't deal with stats. They don't deal with all of the outside noise. And I think that's something that is so reassuring for me, is that the Chiefs have been road dogs in the playoffs. They've been home dogs before. It doesn't matter what position they're in. They always treat it like they have a chip on their shoulder. They always treat it like someone is just preying on their downfall. And in this case, it's the entire damn country. I also wanted to show this picture. Now, this is often used as a meme on social media, but it goes to show you the amount of the country that is rooting against this Chiefs team on Sunday. Now, while this isn't accurate, of course, I do think it really does tell a tale of how many people on social media do not want to see this Chiefs team win again, do not want to see this Chiefs team three-peat. I mean, they're asking for the Buffalo Bills to go in there and do the impossible, and that's beat this Chiefs team. So again, this is just a meme. This is something I pulled off Twitter, but I do think there is some truth to it. The entirety of this country, outside of Kansas City, outside of Missouri and Kansas, probably don't want to see this Chiefs team succeed. Now, I will say we got Chiefs fans all over the country, all over the world, but the vast majority of the, NFL kingdom, or I guess the NFL fan base, I don't know why I called them NFL kingdom, the vast majority of NFL fans do not want to see this Chiefs team three-peat. It's boring, they say. They don't want to see something, happen when clearly they are, going for history. The Chiefs are trying to be the first team to ever do something, and people just hate on greatness. And I think that going back to ESPN's playoff predictor, you can't get on them too much for that, because I'm sure the numbers do give the Buffalo Bills a very good shot at winning this football game. But I'm sure that you could go look at playoff predictors from years past, and it doesn't end up telling the full story. It doesn't end up showing who actually ends up winning. And that's something that, I do think gives me a lot of confidence in this Chiefs team. They've been doubted, picked against. The math shows that the Bills are better in like every category. It doesn't matter. The Chiefs have 15. The Chiefs have Andy Reid and Travis Kelce and Chris Jones. It's a different story. You cannot bet against them. You cannot doubt them in this moment. They're going to take all of that and turn it into motivation. They're going to use this as fuel to beat the Bills in the AFC Championship game. And a perfect example of this is in Andy Reid's press conference that he did, I believe it was 2 days ago. He was talking about how, the Bills are probably going to be favored, but we don't really let that bother us kind of thing. We're just going to do our thing, play our style of football. Since when has Andy Reid ever mentioned the betting lines in a press conference? He does not do that, but I think it just goes to show you that he's trying to, get these guys motivated. He is trying to instill that underdog mentality, that having a chip on your shoulder mentality that is so important in the playoffs. Now, the Chiefs might not need any more motivation. They're trying to go freaking win a three-peat, but I do think it shows you that even though the Chiefs have been as accomplished as any NFL team in the history of the sport, that doesn't stop them from trying to pull motivation from just about anywhere you can find it. And so I love Andy Reid getting up in front of the podium and just talking about how, yeah, the Bills are going to be favored. We're not going to let that bother us. We're going to do us. We're going to play our football, because when the Chiefs are playing their best football, there is not a team in the NFL that can beat them. And so I think that is a very encouraging sign. If you got Andy Reid hyping these guys up all week saying, they're doubting us, they don't think we can go do it, that's going to be a huge thing that could be a momentum shifter in this game. And going back to kind of ESPN's playoff predictor, those are the predictions right now. We're still very early on in the week. I'm sure that once we get to Thursday and Friday, when Stephen A. Smith and ESPN are giving their predictions, most, if not all of them, will pick the Buffalo Bills to pull off this upset because Josh Allen's fantastic and the Buffalo Bills offense cannot be stopped and Joe Brady is the hottest thing since sliced bread. I just do not think that you're going to see a lot of, optimism in the Chiefs corner, because the analysts and the experts, they're tired of picking this Chiefs team. They don't want to do it. They want someone new. They just do. And so I think that you're going to see some analysts that go against this Chiefs team and say the Bills are just going to win and run away with it. That's just the nature of, the national media. They don't know the team like we do, guys. They just don't. They cover so many teams that you just can't understand this Chiefs team on the true level that we do, because we watch this team every day. We see the practice updates. We watch the injury reports. We've also seen this team, flip the switch and go win a Super Bowl when they went 11-6 in the regular season. And so you really can't take too much stock into what anybody in the national media says when there's really only, one or two guys that I think knows what they're talking about. Nick Wright's one of them. And I think that you're going to see a Chiefs team that is going to go out there in this game just rejuvenated from all of the noise that they've just been absorbing. It's been a very quiet week. We haven't heard a lot of trash talk from either side. I think the Chiefs have been holding back this, giant offensive explosion that we're going to see in this game. This could be, the final game the Chiefs play this season. Andy Reid is going to let it all go on the line. I expect them to be aggressive. I expect to see things that we have not seen all season long. I think the wide receivers are going to get much more involved in this game. They're going to catch passes that they did not do against the Texans. I just think this Chiefs team is different, man. I think you're going to see in this game that all the outside noise, it helps them. They feed off of that, and they just are a team that you cannot bet against. And I know that there's going to be someone in the comment section saying, Michael, the Chiefs are favorites. The Chiefs are home favorites in this AFC Championship game. That's true. They are. But they're only, as of right now, 1.5-point favorites. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this betting line flip in the next couple of days, but being 1.5-point favorites at home, you're not really the favorites. I mean, they just had to pick somebody and they're giving you the points because you are at home. If the Chiefs were on the road right now, they would be heavy underdogs. And so, yes, right now they are the favorite according to Vegas. Expect them to probably be just disrespected by the media all week because, they might be the betting favorites, but every analyst and expert that is, talked about this Chiefs team before is going to talk about how this offense isn't good enough to beat Josh Allen and, that Bills offense, and that the Bills defense is going to stop this Chiefs offense, and that Patrick Mahomes is going to finally lose. They're preying on the Chiefs' downfall, and eventually that's going to run out. Eventually, all of the talk, it's not going to matter. They're going to get to this game. They're going to go into it, and I expect them to use all of this, motivation and turn it into fuel and go out there and score points and beat this freaking Buffalo Bills team and go to their third consecutive Super Bowl. That's all I got, Chiefs Kingdom. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more daily Chiefs coverage. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and as always, go Chiefs.